It is 11 p.m. on a Friday. You are in bed, your phone is on your chest, 3 apps open, nobody is texting back. You swiped through your bank app 20 minutes ago and closed it fast because the number made you tired. You are single, you are broke, and some quiet part of you has been pretending it is temporary for about 3 years now. Turn the phone face down. We need to talk. You are not single because you are ugly. You are not broke because the economy hates you. You are single and broke for the same reason. You let both of them happen to you. You treat your love life like weather. You treat your money like weather. Things that arrive, things that happen to other people harder or softer than they happen to you. That ends tonight. This is not a speech. This is 11 moves. Each one takes a week. Most of them take an evening. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly what is broken, and you're going to have the actual next step. Not someday. This week. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to call you a loser. I'm going to tell you the truth you already know and have been waiting for somebody to say out loud. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus figured most of this out a long time ago. You do not need a toga to use it. You need a week of different behavior. Let us go. You say you do not have time to date. You do not have time to start something on the side. You barely have time to sleep. Let me tell you what you actually did last week. You watched 11 hours of YouTube. You scrolled for 7 hours on Instagram and TikTok combined. You spent 2 hours on a Netflix show you are not even sure you like. That is 20 hours. That is half a work week. Gone. To nothing. The time is there. You are just spending it somewhere. And you are lying to yourself about where. Epictetus said it clean. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. He was talking about money. But the same rule runs on time. You are not time poor. You are time rich, and you are spending the time on garbage. Here is the week 1 move. Open your screen time settings tonight. Look at the real number, not the number you hope it is, the actual number. Then pick 5 hours, any 5, move them. 1 hour a day for 5 days. That is 1 hour for the gym, 1 hour for a date, 1 hour for the side project, 1 hour for your body, 1 hour for the skill. You did not get time back, you just stopped handing it away for free. The scroll was never rest. It was a slow leak. You can feel the leak. You wake up tired after a full night of sleep because your brain was working on somebody else's content all evening. That is not a mystery. That is physics. Close the leak tonight. The rest of this video gets easier once you do. Every other chapter depends on this one. You cannot build a body or a business or a relationship with a week that is already spoken for by strangers on a screen. You are not rejected because you are ugly. You are not rejected because you do not make enough. You are rejected because you have not approached. There is a number behind everything you want, and you have not hit it yet. Here is the math. You want a girlfriend. You want a good one. In the last 90 days, how many women have you said a full sentence to that was not in a work meeting? Be honest. The number is 2. Maybe 3. You cannot beat the math. 2 attempts will not get you a relationship. 50 might. 100 almost certainly will. You are not failing. You are not even trying. You are sitting on a bench calling it a losing streak. Marcus Aurelius wrote something that cuts straight through this. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Read that again. You will not approach her because you are scared of what she thinks of you, but you care less about her than you care about you. It is not even a contest, and yet you will hand her the veto. For nothing. For a person you have never spoken to. Here is this week. 5 conversations, not 5 phone numbers, not 5 dates, 5 conversations with strangers who could be someone. The coffee line, the gym, the bookstore, the park. Say 1 full sentence, smile, leave, then do it again. You are paying an approach tax every week you do not approach. The tax is another Friday on your phone, another weekend of nothing, another month of wondering why she is not finding you, which, by the way, is not how this works. Nobody is finding you. Not because you are unlovable, because you are not in any of the rooms where finding happens. Go first. Pay the cheaper price. Speak. You think you need to make more money. You probably do. But that is chapter 4. This chapter is a mirror. DoorDash, last month, $47. Average order, 12 times. That is $564. That is not food. That is a car payment. That is a plane ticket. That is a month of groceries you already had in the fridge. Add the 2 coffee runs a day. Add the delivery fees. Add the 2 subscriptions you forgot you had. Add the Uber you took instead of walking 12 minutes. Call it $200 a week in nothing, $800 a month in nothing, $9,600 a year in nothing. That is a trip to Japan. That is a down payment. That is your emergency fund. Gone. To convenience you do not remember. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." He was not telling you to be cheap. He was telling you the truth about who is actually poor in a room full of middle-income people. The one who cannot stop spending is the poor one. The one who can is wealthy, even when the account is small, because he is in charge. You want to know why he is not anxious about the bills. He is not in a war with his own wallet every Friday. You are. That is the difference. Not the income, the relationship with the money he already has. Here is the week. Print your last 30 days of statements. Yes, print them. Paper, a yellow highlighter. Mark every dollar that bought you nothing. Add the numbers. Stare at the total. Cancel 3 things tonight. Cook dinner for the next 7 nights. That is $700 back in 30 days. No raise required, no side hustle required. You already earn enough. You were just leaking it. You have watched 100 YouTube videos on the perfect gym routine. Your gym routine is still nothing. You have watched 70 videos on how to start a side hustle. Your side hustle is a bookmark folder. You have read 10 articles on the best dating app opener. You have sent 0 openers. You do not have an information problem. You have a shipping problem. You are optimizing in public because optimizing feels like work and shipping feels like risk. Seneca put it cleaner than anyone. While we are postponing, life speeds by. That is not a poem. That is a stopwatch. Every day you spend perfecting the plan is a day off the runway. The runway is shorter than you think. A year ago was a year ago. That time is not coming back. Here is the truth nobody wants to say. Your first gym routine can be garbage. It still works. Your first cold email can be bad. Someone still replies. Your first dating profile can be mid. Someone still swipes. The only thing that does not work is the perfect plan you never pressed go on. This week, pick the thing you've been researching the longest one. Ship the worst possible version of it by Sunday. 4 photos on a dating profile, a side hustle landing page with 1 sentence on it, a gym routine that is just push-pull legs, ugly, live, done. The market does not reward the polished, it rewards the present. Be present this week, be ugly, ship. The guy who shipped ugly in January is on version 4 by April. You are still researching version 1. He is already getting feedback. You are still getting theories. In 12 months he has a business. You have a better plan. Guess which one pays. There is one conversation you are avoiding right now. You know exactly which one it is. Your stomach tightened when I said it. That conversation is worth more than the next 3 promotions you will get without it. It is a raise. It is asking her out. It is telling the client your real rate. It is telling your parents no. It is the DM you have typed and deleted 4 times. One conversation, 5 minutes, and you have been ducking it for months. Marcus Aurelius wrote this to himself in the middle of running an empire. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He is not telling you the conversation will go well. He is telling you the fear of the conversation is happening inside your skull, not inside theirs. The conversation has not even started, and you have already lost it 12 times in your head. Here is the rule. 1 brave ask per month. That is 12 a year. Not all of them win, maybe half. If half of 12 land, that is 6 changes, 6 in a year, a raise, a date, a new client, a better rate, a no that freed you from something. That is a different life, built on 12 5-minute moments. This week, write the script for the ask, 3 sentences, no paragraph, send it, say it, face to face or in writing. This week, not when you feel ready, you will never feel ready. Readiness is a lie, the fear sells you. The ask is the readiness. Send it. And here is the thing nobody tells you about these asks. Half of them just work. Not because you earned it, because most people never ask. So the person on the other side is already expecting silence. When you speak, you are ahead of 90% of the room. That is not a line. That is data. You are not what you say. You are not what you post, you are what you repeat. Open your calendar, open your screen time, open your bank statement. Those 3 documents are a more honest biography of you than anything you would ever write about yourself. Right now, your biography reads Netflix, scroll, DoorDash, sleep. That is a man. That is a specific man. The woman you want does not want that man. The bank account you want does not belong to that man. He is a different guy. Epictetus said it flat. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. The order matters. Name the man first, then build his calendar. If you said, I am a man who lifts 4 days a week and reads 30 minutes a night, your calendar should look like that within 7 days. If it does not, you are not that man yet. You are a guy who likes the idea of being that man. The gap between who you think you are and what your calendar shows is where all your unhappiness lives. Close it. This week, block 4 things in your calendar before you go to bed tonight. Gym on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or read from 9 to 9:30 every night, or 1 cold message sent at 8 a.m. every weekday. Block them, not vague, specific times, and hit them. You fix the calendar, you fix the man. It is almost boring how reliably that works. The men you envy did not inherit their lives. They scheduled them. Look at the calendar one more time. If a stranger read it and had to describe you in 1 sentence, what would he say? If that sentence is not the sentence you want, the calendar is where the lie lives. Fix the page. The man follows. Every 2 weeks, you have a heroic day. You wake at 5, you lift, you meal prep, you cold call. You are a machine for 16 hours. Then you crash for 10 days. You call the crash rest. It is not rest, it is your floor giving out. You do not need a higher ceiling. Your ceiling is already high when you go full output. You need a higher floor. The version of you on a bad Tuesday is the version of you that runs your life, not the hero day. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What we do now echoes in eternity." He was not being dramatic. He was being mathematical. The tiny thing you do on a boring Tuesday, done 500 times, is a completely different man. 100 heroic days do less than 1,000 boring Tuesdays. The Tuesdays win. Here is the floor. Bed made every single morning. Phone charged outside the bedroom. 1 glass of water before any coffee. 1 cold message sent before lunch. Lights out by 11. 5 things. None of them impressive. All of them daily. Raise those. Not the ceiling, the floor. Your bad day becomes better than most people's average day. Your average day becomes better than most people's best day. This is compounding. It is not sexy. It does not make a good reel. It just makes you unstoppable in about 18 months. This week, pick 3 floor habits. Only 3. Hit all 3 for 7 days. Do not add a 4th. Do not try to go to the gym every morning on top of it. Just the 3. Boring, quiet, daily. Let the math do the rest. Your floor is also a promise you are keeping with yourself. Every day you hit it, your brain gets 1 more data point that you are a man who keeps his word. Miss the floor, miss the promise. Keep the floor, keep the man. That is the whole internal architecture of self-respect. And self-respect is what a woman can feel in the first 90 seconds of a conversation. Stop trying to be better. Better is not a target. Better is a vibe. You cannot hit a vibe. Try to be specific. Write it down. The woman you actually want, not the fantasy, the real one. What does she do on a Saturday? What does she care about? What is she reading? What does she eat? Now look at her in your head and ask, would she date me? The version of me right now. Not the potential version, the today version. If the answer is no, that is information. Not an insult, information. Same with the money, not a number on a screen. 10,000 a month passive, 15,000 from the agency. Bought a house by 32, specific. Then ask, what does a man who earns that actually do every day? Specifically, Epictetus wrote, no man is free who is not master of himself. And this is the mastery, knowing what you are building. Not a vague better, a specific man. Because once you know the man, every decision becomes easy. Does this bring me closer to him or further from him? That is it. That is the whole filter. The reason you cannot decide what to do with your night is that you have not decided who you are building. Decide the man, then build backward. This week, 2 pieces of paper. On one, the woman you want, described in 15 honest sentences. On the other, the man she would be with, described in 15 honest sentences. Tape the second page above your desk. Read it every morning. That is your spec sheet. You are assembling that man daily and write the same sheet for the money, not the number, the man. How he wakes up, what he reads, how he handles a no, how he closes, how he shows up on the call when he does not feel like it. Then live as that man for 1 week, not forever, 1 week, pretending is the cheat code. You fake the specific man for 7 days, and on day 8, half of him is already real. Every guy who told everyone he was about to start a business did not. Every guy who announced his diet on Instagram ate the pizza by week 3. Every guy who told his friends he was cutting out alcohol was drinking at the same bar in a month. The ones who actually changed went quiet. They disappeared for 8 months. They came back in shape, making money, dating someone serious, without a single announcement. Talking about the plan burns the plan. It gives your brain the dopamine hit of having done the thing. It feels like a commitment. It is actually a release valve. You talked, you feel lighter, you do nothing. Seneca wrote, "He who speaks much cannot speak well." Modern translation, the men who talk the most accomplish the least. Put the phone down, close the group chat, stop telling everyone what you are about to do. Do it. The unannounced move is the most powerful move a man makes. You start the business quietly. You cut the carbs quietly. You text her quietly. You ask for the raise quietly. 3 months later, people notice. 6 months later, they ask what happened. You shrug. You do not explain. You just keep going. This week, pick the thing. Tell nobody, not your best friend, not the group chat, not the internet. Start it tonight. Work on it for 30 days. 0 words. Let the results do the talking when they are ready. You will not miss the audience. You will be busy being the outcome. Quiet is not shy. Quiet is surgical. The loudest men in every room are almost never the richest ones, and they are rarely the ones going home to the woman you would trade places with. Watch who says the least. Watch what they do. That is the model. The text you need to send. 5 seconds of discomfort. The ask for the raise. 10 seconds of discomfort. The first cold call. 30 seconds. The first approach. 5 seconds. Adding it all up, the entire life you want is sitting behind maybe 4 minutes of discomfort spread across a year. 4 minutes. That is the bill. That is what separates your life from the life you've been browsing on Instagram for a decade. 4 minutes of raw, stomach drop, heart in your throat discomfort. Delivered 5 seconds at a time, 12 to 20 times a year. You will pay way more than 4 minutes in avoidance. You already do. Avoidance compounds. Every 5 seconds you dodge, you pay it back with an hour of anxiety about it later. That message you did not send last Tuesday cost you the whole weekend in your head. The ask you did not make last month is still in your chest right now. That is the real bill. It just arrives on a longer schedule. Marcus Aurelius wrote one of the lines every modern motivational guy has stolen. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Translation: the thing you are scared to do next is the thing that would change everything. The text you have not sent, the ask you have not made. That is not a wall, that is the door. This week, 5 uncomfortable actions, 1 a day. Send the text on Monday. Ask for the raise on Tuesday. Talk to the stranger on Wednesday. Pitch the client on Thursday. Say the real thing on Friday. Pay the rent. Live in the building. Close your eyes. Same bed, same Friday night. 1 year from tonight. Picture 1. You kept scrolling. You did not approach. You did not send the message. You did not ask for the raise. Your bank app is the same. Your phone is the same. The same apps are open. The same silence. The same ceiling. You feel exactly like you feel right now. Except you are a year older, and the year will never come back. Picture 2. You shipped ugly. You sent the texts. You asked for the raise. You hit the floor habits. You saved the money you were leaking. 1 year in, you are not rich. You are not married. But a woman you like is texting back. The account has 4 figures in it that were not there last April. You sleep differently. The 11 p.m. Friday is not a crisis anymore. It is just a quiet night, because you are not running from anything. 2 pictures, same man, different year. Epictetus wrote, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You are the variable. The economy will do what it does. Dating apps will do what they do. Your industry will do what it does. Your reaction is the entire game, and the reaction you pick tonight is the reaction you pick in a year. The year is just tonight, repeated." This week, pick picture 2. Start one move from chapters 1 through 10 before you go to bed. Any one, not all of them. One before you sleep. That is the branch point. That is the pivot. That is where 1 year from now splits off. Pick tonight. You do not have to be single and broke. You just have to be specific. And you have to start now. Not Monday. Monday is a lie. Monday is the fake deadline you've been moving for 2 years. Not next month. Next month does not exist. The only month that exists is this one. And the only night that exists is this one. Tonight you audit the screen time. Tonight you cancel the subscription. Tonight you send one text. Tonight you write the spec sheet. Tonight you block the calendar. Pick one. Do it before you close your eyes. You already know all of this. You have always known. You did not need a video to tell you. You needed someone to say it plainly enough that you could not keep hiding from it for another week. So here it is. Plain, said, done. Close the phone, get up, make the move. One text, one cancellation, one calendar block, one honest sentence written on a piece of paper. Tonight. You do not have to be single and broke. 1 year from now will thank you. Or it will not. That part is on you.